That's Jose and Chelsea.
We've heard a lot about you. We know what your car is.
We look for the red Prius all the time.
Yeah, look. We just moved it off the street.
Water's coming down from that road.
Down the road.
The devastating cycle of flooding in central Arizona has returned with a vengeance, dealing a heartbreaking new blow to the communities of Globe, Miami, and Claypool, which are still buried in mud and debris from a fatal disaster just 2 weeks ago. Today, a fresh round of strong monsoon storms has unleashed torrents of heavy rain, immediately overwhelming the saturated ground and triggering renewed, severe weekend flooding. Video footage from Globe this Sunday morning shows fast-moving, brown water once again ripping aggressively through the downtown area. This is a cruel setback for residents and business owners who have spent every day since the previous flood, which claimed multiple lives and destroyed historic buildings, engaged in the exhausting, costly, and often manual labor of cleanup and salvage. The weariness is palpable, but so is the resolve. Globe resident Ronnie Turner spoke to news crews, summarizing the grim reality. We're still cleaning up. We're cleaning up today from the last one, but noting that this time, the community is adapting. We're more prepared now, and everybody is lending a hand to their neighbors now. The severity of this new weather wave has immediately compromised vital transportation links. The Arizona Department of Transportation has confirmed that United States Highway 60 is closed in both directions between Superior and Miami. This closure, spanning the critical 18-mile stretch from milepost 226 to milepost 244, effectively severs the main east-west artery through Gila County. The closure, due exclusively to the intensity of the new floodwaters and debris, comes just as the state was struggling to manage construction detours already in place for bridge replacement projects, compounding the region's logistical nightmare. The alternate route, a mandatory detour through State Route 177 and State Route 77 via Winkleman, is a massive 75-mile loop that adds at least an hour to travel times, profoundly impacting local commerce and emergency response capabilities. The National Weather Service issued an urgent warning for Gila County just before 10:30 a.m., explicitly naming Globe, Miami, Claypool, San Carlos, Top of the World, and Inspiration as impacted areas. Flash flooding remains the primary and most immediate concern as dry washes are transformed into raging streams in a matter of minutes, and water collects rapidly in low-lying areas that lack any capacity for absorption. Compounding the threat, thunderstorms are bringing strong winds, lightning, small hail, and dangerous quick bursts of heavy rain.
That's like flooded.
The hazardous conditions created by these swift floodwaters were already demonstrated in dramatic fashion this weekend in the West Valley. Buckeye fire crews were called to perform multiple water rescues. In one incident near Old United States 80 and Patterson Road, an adult was found stranded 100 feet from the safety of the water's edge in a fast-moving torrent. It took the coordinated efforts of the Buckeye Fire Medical Rescue Department, the Arizona Fire and Medical Authority, and a Maricopa County Sheriff's Office helicopter to perform a successful rescue.
Okay, I moved locations. There's Donald's. There's G Hill and the overpass.
Moments later, the Buckeye crews responded to a call near Toot Hill and Clara Vista, where the power of the water had trapped 3 people whose car was nearly 30 feet from the road. As the floodwaters rose 3/4 of the way up their doors, firefighters utilized a ladder truck to reach the submerged vehicle, successfully pulling all 3 victims to safety. Assistant Fire Chief Rain Gray used these frightening incidents to issue a renewed, emphatic plea to the public. These incidents serve as a reminder of the power of moving water and the importance of avoiding flooded roadways. As a reminder, turn around, don't drown.
Curb.
Right on the sidewalk might be safer.
I'm at Connie's Bridge, and it's coming down. Just from the time I've been here and decided to go live, I was videotaping just before, and I thought, no.
Winds in the east, mist coming in. Like something is brewing, about to begin. Can't put me finger on what lies in store.
For the communities of Globe and Miami, who are still sifting through the thick contaminated mud that destroyed 3 local art and music businesses and forced the declaration of a state of emergency, the weekend rain is a severe blow to morale and resources. Agencies like the Department of Forestry and Fire Management are working alongside volunteers at the local level to clear debris and prevent log jams under bridges, a critical, proactive effort to mitigate the damage from this current round of rain. The struggle ahead is long-term and multi-layered, relying on the community's resilience as the region awaits much-needed financial support.
Wow. Oh. Wow.
Is that a tire? Look at my brake right there.
Weather models offer the only sliver of good news, indicating that the region should finally begin to experience a much milder and drier weather pattern by Tuesday. Until then, the communities of Gila County remain under a state of high alert, battling the immediate effects of the flood and confronting the immense, compounding challenges of recovery.